Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, you can't see me. There you go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Today, we are going to learn and practice how you're going to learn how Spanish sentences are built or how to construct Spanish sentences. And also, if you know how to do this already, you can practice, the whole constructing of sentences in Spanish. We are going to do it really basic. We're going to have basic words, basic nouns, verbs, adjectives, and we will talk about sentences and all of that. Of course, that's very important when speaking a language. You need to construct sentences. So that's something important to know how to do in every language. And well, this is Spanish Made Easy, so we're going to talk about Spanish. That's right. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I live stream. I want to give a big shout out to our members, to our Cafecito members, Christopher, Michael, Lucas Schwadkowski, Raymond Sather, William Lopez, David Beaver, KS, Mr. Han L. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. The coffee is delicioso. Thank you so much for that. And if you want to support the channel, and if you can, of course, you can get a membership. You can get a membership, a Cafecito membership. You only need to click on the join button down below. There are different perks when getting this membership. And also, you will be supporting this channel. Thank you again, Cafecito members. Remember that we are live streaming, so you can use the live chat. If you have any questions, you can use the live chat. You can just ask whatever you want about Spanish as well. You can just say hola to me, so you can do that as well. And just the only thing you need to do, you need to be a subscriber. So if you want to use the live chat, you need to be a subscriber. I'm not sure why the live chat is not on the screen. Let's see. No, that's not the one. That's something else. I don't know what happened to the live chat, but I can see it here. I see KS is in the house. Hello, KS. How's it going? Yeah, I'm not sure why the live chat is not working. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll see if I can fix it in a few more minutes. Okay. Let's get started. So, sentences. How do they work in Spanish? Do we know? There you go. That's the chat right there. I don't know why KS is not there. There you go. That works. Okay. Yeah. So, KS, I don't know if I said welcome, but welcome, KS. ¿Qué tal? Okay. How do sentences work in Spanish? What do we need to know? We have right here a bunch of words. And, the title of this lesson, as I said before, is Constructing Sentences in Spanish. Right? Practice constructing sentences in Spanish. That's right. So we have nouns, verbs, and adjectives. That is what you need when constructing a sentence, pretty much in every language. For example, in English, you say, I feel sad. And we're using a noun, a verb, and an adjective. The noun is I, or personal pronoun. The verb is feel, and the adjective is sad. I feel sad. Okay, so that is a basic sentence in English. In Spanish, that's quite similar. You need nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Okay, there are different nouns. It could be a person, could be a feeling, something tangible or not. It could be, people, animals, things, and so on. So those are nouns. And technically, the definition of a noun is a word, it's a word used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things. This is according to Google. Okay. Verbs are about actions. What are you doing, right? Are you walking, eating, running, and so on. Okay. And adjectives are words that could be also phrases. A word or a phrase naming an attribute. For example, pretty, ugly, a lot, little, tall, short, hard, easy, so those are adjectives. It's just you're just describing something, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to just draw a line and see how many sentences we can make with these words, okay? I have as nouns el hombre, that means man, a man, or the man. Also, we have this one, la película de terror, that means horror movie, okay? This one means I, yo, okay? I mean, that is a pronoun, but I just added there, because usually at the beginning of a sentence, you can have a personal pronoun. Remember, in Spanish, we don't have to say them all the time. You don't say yo, tú, él, nosotros, ustedes, ellos all the time. We can just say the verb and then the adjective. Okay? That's when talking about personal pronouns. La cocina, the kitchen. Miguel, well, that's a name. El dinero, money. Mi teléfono, my phone. La persona, the person. La policía, the police. El clima, the weather. Mi hermana, my sister. La foto, the picture or photo. El amor, love. Tu personalidad, your personality. La contaminación, pollution, okay? Then we have verbs. We have está. All of these are conjugated, okay? Like, we need to conjugate verbs if we want to add them in sentences. If you need to use a verb, in every language, you have to conjugate the verb, right? So that's the tricky part about Spanish, that you have to conjugate verbs. It's not easy. You have to practice a lot, but it's not that impossible to learn. So está means to be, okay? All of these words, verbs, are conjugated, as I said before. Es also means to be, conjugated, of course. Agarró, grabbed, okay? Habla, to talk, to speak. To talk, to speak. Camina, walk, okay? Come, eat. Baila, dance. Soy, it's not soy. I mean, not like soy, like the bean. We're talking about a verb here. Also, that is the verb, conjugated verb to be. And usually, I'm not saying what conjugation is that we're talking about, but it's present, and most of them are for the personal pronouns él, ella, okay? Even though we have nouns, usually you conjugate the verb. For example, if we're talking about la película de terror, la película, okay? So then you can use está, okay, for that. We will talk about that in a second. Let's just say all the meanings of the words, and then we can construct the sentences, okay? So, trabaja, work, you know, if you're working. No es, that's a negative right there. No es. No es, it's like saying it's not. Oops. It's not, okay? Canta, sing. Viaja, travel. Juega, play. As in, you know, playing sports and just playing in general. Not playing an instrument, a musical instrument. It's more like playing a sport or just something that you do for fun, right? I mean, you can play an instrument for fun as well, but it's not about music. That's what I wanted to say. Cambia, that has quite a few meanings, but in this case, we're talking about change, okay? Changing, just change. Ve, see or watch or look at, okay? So those are the verbs. Tonya, Jewel, no puedo echarte. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Tonya can't hear me? Is that what you're saying, Tonya? So, KS is already constructing sentences. I see. Good job, KS. Okay, so now the adjectives. The adjectives, bueno. Bueno can mean good. And I have the letter A next to the word, next to the adjective, because adjectives need to match the grammatical gender of the noun. Okay, so if we're talking about a feminine word, then you have to say buena. If we're talking about a masculine noun, then you have to say bueno. Okay, that's why I have the letter A there. Poco means a few, not too much. Something little, you know, not too much of something. Grande, big. Okay. Chico, small. Pesado, heavy. Nervioso, nervous. Mucho, a lot. Rápido, fast. Bonito. Bonito can mean pretty, beautiful, something that is beautiful, pretty. Yeah, that's pretty much the meaning. Caro, expensive. Horrible. Horrible doesn't have a grammatical gender, so you can work with feminine and masculine nouns. That's why we don't have the letter A next to it. Horrible means ugly, horrible, okay? Same spelling as horrible. Alto, tall, okay? Difícil, difficult, hard. Malo, bad, the opposite of bueno. And limpio, clean. Okay? So those are the adjectives. I hope you remember all of them. Now, let's construct sentences, as many as we can, okay? I'm just gonna remove this. Okay. Now, el hombre, el hombre. El hombre, what verb will work with that noun? El hombre. This one right here. El hombre. The man. The man could be the man is good or the man is bad. So technically we can just use this one. Actually, this one right here. El hombre es. The man is. And from here we can say bueno. And we're saying bueno because we're talking about a man. That's a masculine noun. Or, yeah, a masculine noun. El hombre es bueno. The man is good. Okay, so that's very simple. So if you know a lot of Spanish words, if you know what they are, if you know that, if you know about nouns, verbs, and adjectives, then you can easily form sentences really, really easily. So, el hombre es bueno, the man is good. We could also say the man is grande, big, or, also tall. So we can technically have another line here. El hombre es grande, the man is big. Or el hombre es alto, the man is tall. Okay. El hombre es malo, the man is bad. Even we can have one here. El hombre es limpio. Someone who's clean, you can say el hombre es limpio. So right now, we have quite a few sentences. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different sentences. And they're all really helpful to know. Like you're describing a man, and that's good. You can describe someone physically, or, you can talk about how the person is. Is he a bad person, a bad man, a good man, right? So that's very, very, very good. You can also say el hombre es rápido, the man is fast, okay? Also, the man is, I wouldn't say bonito because usually you're kind of saying the man is cute. I mean, you can say it, but in Spanish, usually you say guapo, handsome. But yeah, bonito is more like cute, something cute, pretty. So I think we have quite a few sentences here with the noun el hombre. Okay, so yeah, we have so many sentences here that we can construct with just one noun, one verb, and a lot of adjectives. Okay, so if you are confused about Spanish and how it works, just always remember that you can have a noun, a verb, and an adjective. Okay, and then learn as many nouns as you can, learn as many verbs as you can, and same with adjectives. And that's going to increase your vocabulary like very fast. Okay, the next thing, guys. La película de terror. La película de terror. The horror movie. What verbs can we use? And also, which adjectives can we use for this movie? The verbs that I can see, I think we can use 2 verbs. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Well, we can use a different person for that because you can also use these. It's crazy. You can use el hombre agarró, and then you can have mucho, and then something else, another noun, okay? Mucho dinero, for example. We can even go back, like el hombre agarró mucho dinero. Okay, so we can have noun, verbs, noun, verb, adjective, noun in a sentence. El hombre agarró mucho dinero, and that means the man grabbed, that's past tense, grabbed a lot of money. Mucho, a lot of, el dinero, money. Okay? And for that, you don't need the definite article el. El hombre agarró mucho dinero. At the beginning, you can use the definite articles el, la, los, las. But then if you have an adjective and then you want to add another noun, most of the times you don't need a definite article there. So you don't need el dinero. It will be wrong to say el hombre agarró mucho el dinero. I mean, it sounds kind of weird. So, of course, it depends on what you want to say. But yeah, we have infinite options here. El hombre baila horrible. You know, the man dances horrible or horribly. Okay, in English will be horribly. But in Spanish, you can say el hombre baila horrible. You can also say horriblemente. That will be horribly. But you can say horrible. I mean, horrible. And that's perfectly fine. Also, you could say el hombre trabaja. Trabaja mucho. The man works a lot. The man works a lot. El hombre trabaja mucho. Okay? Or trabaja rápido. The man works quickly, fast. Okay? So there's a lot of options here. El hombre trabaja poco. The man works not much. Not much. Just a little. So yeah, that's very interesting for sure. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about la película de terror, the horror movie, or just horror movie. What can you do here? What can you do? La película de terror está. You could also say es. Okay? So very similar to saying the horror movie is. Esta is more for temporary situations. And es or ser is more for things that don't change much. Okay? Something that stays longer. For example, I could say, yo estoy feliz. I am happy. But then maybe in a few minutes, I'm not going to be happy because something happens. So that's why I'm using estar or estoy in that situation. Or I can say, yo soy Latina. I'm a Latina, right? That's not going to change, right? That's not temporary. I'm going to be Latina for forever, you know? So that's quite interesting. I have a lesson about the differences between estar and ser. So if you want to check that out, just browse my YouTube channel for that. Okay, oh, sorry. La película de terror está, I could say está buena, and I'm saying buena because la película is feminine. That's a feminine noun, okay? La película de terror está buena. That means the horror movie is good, right? Or I could say, la película de terror es... What can it be? You could say esta es horrible. Okay, so that es or está. So either one works in that case. La película de terror está horrible, or la película de terror es horrible. A movie is not gonna change, right? But you might change, like your opinion might change. So that's why está and es work in that situation. La película de terror es horrible. La película de terror está horrible. Okay, so both work. And I think that's what we can do. That's all we can do really for that noun. We don't have other adjectives, but obviously you can add more. Okay, more adjectives. Es larga. Okay, and that means, you know, the horror movie is long. So I'm just gonna put it next to horrible. It's not, I mean, it's not a synonym of horrible, right? But I just want to add to the sentence another adjective. La película de terror está horrible. Oh, by the way, you can just use E. That means and, okay? E, and larga, long. So there you go. You have an option there, right? That's pretty good. I like it. Salim, la película de terror es horrible. That's correct. Good job. Yes, that's a perfect sentence, a perfect Spanish sentence. So don't be afraid of, you know, knowing. If you feel that you don't know how to construct sentences in Spanish, don't be afraid of obviously making mistakes, and add more adjectives to what you're saying, and then try different nouns, try different verbs, and that's gonna be really good. You're gonna sound like you know Spanish. Okay, now let's do the other one. Yo. This is technically a personal pronoun. As I said before, that means I. Yo. Technically, I don't have to say it at the beginning of the sentence because we don't use personal pronouns all the time. You can... That's the reason why we don't, is because the verbs, when we conjugate them in Spanish, the conjugation is so unique for every personal pronoun that you really don't need the personal pronoun, because just by looking at the verb, you know what you're talking about or who you're talking about. Okay? Yo, in this situation, we have only one option. Yo soy. I am. Okay? Just here. Obviously, you can add more verbs, different verbs. For example, if I want to use this one here, instead of saying está, you only have to say it, to change it to estoy. Yo estoy. I am. Yo soy. I am. Both mean I am. And I told you the differences. It's just a quick difference between the two. One is temporary and the other one is not. There's more to it, of course, but that is like the basic rule, okay? So if you want to use estoy, okay, is it something temporary? If it's not, then you have to use soy. And the other way around, okay? So only ask yourself, is it temporary? Is it something that I cannot change? If you can't change it, then soy is the one you need. If you can't change it, then estoy is the one that you need. Okay, then I can save, or I can, what I can do here is yo soy We can't use nervioso because that's temporary, okay? Yo soy, well, let me remove larga. We don't need it. Yo soy, what can it be, guys? Yo soy alto. I am tall. Okay? Obviously, if you're a girl or a female, yo soy alta. If you are a male or masculine, yo soy alto. Okay? Yo soy alto, I'm tall. You could say yo soy malo, I'm bad. Okay? Even though you can change that, you use soy when talking about malo. Yo soy malo. People, sometimes people change, sometimes they don't. But what can I tell you? Yo soy limpio. I am clean. Okay, so it's something that you do, right? What other adjective? If you want to use estoy, you could say yo estoy nervioso because that's temporary. You can't be nervous your entire life or a big chunk of your life. I mean, you could, but I don't think that's healthy. Usually when someone is nervous, it's just for a short-ish period of time, right? How about yo estoy? Yo estoy. You can say horrible. I'm horrible. Maybe you woke up and you need to take a shower or something, or you don't feel. It's subjective, right? It's very subjective, but technically that can be a sentence. Yo estoy horrible. I'm horrible. If you're talking about your personality, you can say yo soy horrible. As in my personality, the way I am, it's just like I'm a horrible person, okay? If you say yo estoy horrible, it's more like physical appearance. Okay, what else? Same. Well, that would be yo soy bonito. You can say yo estoy bonito as well. Like you look pretty, you know. Or bonita will work a bit better. Yo estoy bonita. I'm pretty. Or also yo soy bonita. The difference is that when you say yo estoy bonita, maybe you're talking about you dressed up and you're going to a wedding or something and you feel beautiful, right? And if you say yo soy bonita, that means I'm pretty in general. I'm pretty. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing right now. I'm just pretty. Okay? So that's a difference. It's an interesting difference. You can say yo soy difícil. I'm a difficult person. That's technically what you're saying. Yeah, so we have a bunch of options. Yo estoy grande. That can mean I am grande can mean to be a grown-up. Okay, so yo estoy grande. Let me be. Yo estoy grande. Just déjame ser. So that means that you are a grown-up. Okay, and you're just saying that at that stage of your life, at that moment in your life, you are an adult, right? Before you were a kid, now you are an adult. If you say yo soy grande, you're saying you're a big person. You're big, tall, in general, just a big person physically. Okay, it says, mi madre es alta. My mother is tall. That's great. Great example. Perfect. Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's do la cocina. La cocina. La cocina. The kitchen. You can say la cocina es, and I'm going to change this to está. La cocina es, the kitchen is. You can use está as well. La cocina está or es. I mean, we can't use camina because that's walk, baila, dance, trabaja, kitchen. The kitchen doesn't work. No kitchen ever works. That would be something weird. Oops, sorry. There you go. So that's quite interesting that, out of all of them, all of the verbs, está and es is usually, they're the ones that work. La cocina está grande. Now we're using, again, this adjective, and you're just saying the kitchen is big. Also, you can use la cocina es grande. Okay, so both ways are okay. I mean, you could change the size of the kitchen, right? But in Spanish, both work when describing a place. La cocina es grande, la cocina está grande. La cocina es bonita. The kitchen is pretty. It's a nice place. It looks nice. La cocina está limpia because, it can get dirty. So that's temporary. So la cocina está limpia. The kitchen is clean. Okay. So I think that's all we can do. You can also say horrible. La cocina es or está horrible. Yeah, that works. The kitchen is horrible. Okay, the next one. Guys. Miguel. Miguel is just a name, right? A person. Miguel. Again, we can use es, está, or es. Okay? Both work. We can also say habla, but let's just go with está first. Miguel está, same, grande. Miguel is big. Chico. Miguel is short. Okay, or small. But it can also mean short, Pesado, heavy. I mean, Miguel está pesado. Maybe you're carrying Miguel somewhere, and Miguel is heavy. Miguel está pesado. Está nervioso. Miguel is nervous. Está, I would not say bonito. Horrible. Miguel is horrible. Miguel está, well, that will be es as well. Está limpio. Miguel is clean. Maybe he just took a shower. Or you can say Miguel es bueno. Miguel is good. Or, you know what? Let me just erase that. Miguel es bueno. Miguel es... When you say Miguel es grande, grande can be some sort of a slang word, and it means he's a great person, like you really like Miguel because he did something really nice for you. So you can say, eres grande, Miguel, eres grande. You're a great person. Okay? So yeah, that's the thing with with languages in general. One word can mean so many things. Okay, Miguel es no, nervioso es rápido. Miguel is fast. Miguel es alto. So Miguel is tall. Miguel es malo. Miguel is bad, a bad person. Okay, so that's good. We can also use the verb habla. Miguel habla, talk. Miguel talks. Rápido, fast. Miguel habla rápido. Miguel talks fast. Miguel habla poco. That means Miguel talks not much, like he's a quiet person. Miguel habla poco. Miguel talks too little. Miguel habla. I think that's it. That's it for habla. I mean, you could also say Miguel agarró, but let's just use a different verb. Come. Miguel come rápido. Miguel eats fast. Miguel come. And I think that's it. That's all we can do. Or if you say Miguel come poco, Miguel eats a little only. Not much. So that's bad. I mean, you should eat enough, right? Miguel come mucho. That's the opposite of poco. So Miguel eats a lot. Okay. What else? Miguel come, and I think that's it. That's it for come. Miguel baila. Baila. You can't say bueno. For that situation would be bien. It's like saying well. So Miguel dances well. Okay. Also, Miguel baila rápido. Miguel dances fast. Miguel baila horrible. Miguel dances horribly. And I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. You can also say poco. Like Miguel doesn't dance much. Miguel baila poco. Okay, so that's great. Let's move on. Let's talk about a different noun. El dinero. El dinero. Dinero, dinero, dinero. But before we continue, I would like to tell you really quickly that I'm a part of the Adobe affiliate program, and I use Photoshop for all the lessons. And I know that some of you have asked me before about what do you use, where can I get it? Well, you can get this on the Photoshop on the Adobe website, and they have like different cool things. For example, you can save more than 35% on Creative Cloud. The Creative Cloud is a bundle of different applications: Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects. So if you are a creative person, you will find these apps really, really, really helpful. Also, students save over 60% on Adobe Creative Cloud, so that's pretty cool. Students and teachers, so that's amazing. Also, if you have a business, you can also get Creative Cloud for Teams, and you can see the price there. And photographers, if you're a photographer, you can use the photography plan that they have. It's pretty cool. And stock images as well. They have a bunch of things. Adobe has a bunch of things on their website. You can just get individual applications. If you just want Photoshop, you can get just Photoshop. And well, you can see that you can save 30% today if you are interested in Photoshop and Premiere. I use Premiere a lot for other videos as well. So yeah, I love Adobe, and that's why I'm part of their affiliate program, so I can tell you how awesome they are. And if you want some discounts and special offers, yeah, they have everything. So if you want to check that out, just click on the link that I have in the video description down below. It's an affiliate link, so yeah, feel free to check that out if you are interested. Thank you so much for listening to me. And now let's move on and let's talk about el dinero. El dinero. El dinero es. El dinero es, that's like the basic structure that you can have in a sentence. Like using the verb to be is very essential in Spanish. Es or está. To be, estar or ser, technically. So if you want to start talking in Spanish, speaking Spanish, then you can use those two verbs, estar and ser, and master them because they are used all the time in Spanish. So that's my advice to you. El dinero es poco. You know, the money is not much, it's just a little. You don't have enough money. We had bueno here. Buena. You can technically say el dinero es bueno. El dinero es bueno. And that means money is good. For whatever reason, right? Money is good. You can also say difícil can work, and I would add something like de obtener. Okay, so you can add more to your sentence. El dinero es difícil de obtener, and that means money is hard to get. You know, you have to work a lot to get enough money for whatever you need, right? You can also say el dinero es malo if you don't like money. The money is bad, right? And I think that's it for dinero. Okay, the next one, mi teléfono. Mi teléfono, my phone. My phone. You can use, again, these two. And you're saying my phone is. Okay? My phone is, I don't know, dirty, clean. I know, I mean, it's kind of silly, that example, but it happens, right? Mi teléfono está limpio. My phone is clean. Okay? Mi teléfono es chico. My phone is small. Mi teléfono, we can use no es as well. Mi teléfono no es, that's the opposite of es. So you're saying my phone is not bonito. My phone is not pretty. Maybe you have a really old phone and you can say, you know, your phone is not pretty. It's ugly. Or if you say mi teléfono no es horrible, that means my phone is not ugly. Okay? Or not horrible. Ugly, horrible. I'm going to delete this. That's right, que yes. El dinero es muy poco. That's right. That's right. So we have some options there. And all of that works pretty good. Let's move on because we have quite a few nouns left. La persona. La persona es or está again. Like you can use these two verbs for pretty much everything, for every situation or in every situation. La persona es, and again, it's very similar. Let's try a different verb because I don't want to repeat the adjectives. La persona camina, or let's do juega. La persona juega rápido. The person plays quickly, whatever they're playing, right? Which other adjective? We can say la persona trabaja. Trabaja. And if you want to use, like bad, like the person works badly or the person is not good at what they're doing at work, la persona trabaja mal, okay? Not malo, but mal. So it's similar to bien. Instead of bueno, we used bien. Bien means well. When talking about the opposite, badly or not too good, then you can use mal. Okay? La persona trabaja mal. The person doesn't work well or works not too good, not that efficient. Okay, so that's good. That's good. We could do much more. We could use la persona come. The person eats mucho. Again, similar to previous examples, the person eats a lot. Okay. And it's very weird because la persona is feminine and we're saying mucho. But that's how it works in that situation because we're talking about the action of eating. And if you say la persona come mucha, that sounds kind of weird. I know there are exceptions, usually you have to match the gender of nouns and adjectives. But when it comes to eating, in this situation, you need mucho. Okay. The next one, guys. The next one is policía. La policía no es, you could say, technically, you could say buena. La policía no es buena. Maybe the police is not doing a good job or something like that. So you can say the police is not good, it's not doing a good job. Sorry. What else can it be? La policía. I think that's it. You could also say es rápida. So the police is quickly doing something. Okay. Okay, next. Yeah, there's so much. El clima, weather, the weather. The weather, usually weather changes. So I would use está. El clima está bonito. The weather is great. It's beautiful outside. Okay, so you could say that for sure. Also, you can say el clima está horrible. The opposite. The weather is horrible. Okay. Or you can say, I think that's it for weather. If you see other examples, guys, if you see, hey, this one also works, you can tell me because, we're practicing, right? You're practicing. Okay, the next one is mi hermana. Mi hermana es, my sister is buena. Buena. My sister is good. Buena, because we're talking about a female or a feminine noun. La hermana. My sister, mi hermana. Okay? Also, you could say, mi hermana habla mucho. My sister talks too much. Or habla rápido, talks too fast. Okay? So, yeah, that's good. That's good. Mi hermana canta. My sister sings mal. Mi hermana canta mal. My sister sings not too good. Not too good. Or a synonym would be horrible. Mi hermana canta horrible. My sister sings horribly. Okay, poor sister. Be nice to your sister. If you have one. If you say mi hermana, no, not canta grande. Mi hermana es grande or está grande. Está grande. My sister is big, right? Or, as I said before, she's a grow up, okay? Like a person who, yeah, an adult. That's the word. Mi hermana está grande. She's an adult, okay? My sister is an adult. I know that you technically can say adulta, but then if you say adulta, that is es. Mi hermana es adulta. Adulta means, I'm just going to put it here. Adulta, that is like saying adult. That's the literal translation. Okay? Mi hermana es adulta in that situation. Okay, what else? You can also say mi hermana viaja poco. So my sister doesn't travel too much or travels a little. Okay? In that situation, we need to say poco, not poca, because we're talking about the action, about traveling, not about specifically or only your sister. I know it can be confusing, but most of the times you need to match, again, the grammatical gender of both nouns and adjectives in a sentence, okay? There are exceptions for sure. Okay, let's move on. La foto. The picture or the photo, same thing. La foto es. We cannot use these because this is usually this is done by people, and well, we're talking about a picture, right? So la foto es buena. La foto es buena. The picture is good. You like it. La foto es buena. You like the picture. La foto es grande. The picture is big. Okay, maybe you are printing a big picture for some reason, and you can say la foto es grande. The picture is big. Bonita. La foto es bonita. The picture is pretty, right? Or horrible. The picture is horrible. And that's it for picture. Perfect. Now we have el amor. El amor. Love. El amor es. Or, yeah, we cannot use, or we can use this one actually. No es. The opposite. Es, no es. El amor es bueno. Love is good. Always, love is good. El amor es bueno. Okay. Or el amor no es, and I would say malo. In that situation, we're talking about love, not an action. Oh my God, why is it? There you go. El amor no es malo, or es malo. It's up to you what you want to say. El amor no es malo. Love is not bad. Okay? What else? I think that's pretty much it for love. Obviously, you can add more to it. You can say other things about love. Now, tu personalidad. Tu personalidad, your personality. And for that, you need es, because personalities usually don't change too easily. So, tu personalidad es bueno. Buena would be buena because we're talking about la personalidad, feminine. Tu personalidad es buena. Your personality is good, you know. That person has a good personality. Or the opposite, tu personalidad no es buena. Your personality is not good. Okay? So that's pretty much it for personality. We can use malo, mala. So I forgot to add the letter A. Obviously, you would change, that means that you have to change it to mala. Tu personalidad no es mala. Your personality is not bad. Or tu personalidad es mala. Your personality is bad. Okay? So that's pretty good. The last one, guys. The last one, and that would be it because, oh my God, it's an hour. It's been... this is a very long lesson for sure. But it's interesting. I mean, you're practicing, you are learning as well how to construct sentences, which is very important. La contaminación, the pollution. La contaminación es horrible. The pollution is bad or horrible. Okay? If that's a situation. Oh boy. La contaminación es poca. The pollution is just a little, not much pollution. It's not much. So that's good. And once again, we're saying poca because we're talking about the pollution itself. La contaminación es poca. La contaminación, feminine noun, that's why we use poca. La contaminación es mucha. The pollution is a lot. Like, we have a lot of pollution right now. La contaminación es mucha. The pollution is a lot, or we have a lot of pollution. That it's similar to saying that. La contaminación es mala. Mala. The pollution or pollution is bad. Okay? And I think that's it. Did we use caro? Expensive? I don't think we did. Did we use that adjective at all? I don't think we did. You could say, mi teléfono es caro. My phone is expensive. When talking about things, you can say that. And that's it, guys. That is it. Oh, did we use be? I don't think we used be. La persona ve Bien. I would change bueno to bien because we're saying that someone sees well, okay? Someone doesn't need prescription glasses, so technically you're saying that the person sees well. If we say la persona ve bueno, that is incorrect because it's like you're saying the person sees good. Usually you say the person sees well, right? So it's the same in Spanish. If you want to say well, someone does something well, then you use bien for that. La persona ve bien. The person sees well. Okay? That's it. I think we used all of it. All the adjectives, all of the adjectives and verbs and, well, nouns for sure. Do you have any questions, guys? Any questions so far? I mean, we're done pretty much, but do you have any questions? Just let me tell you guys that while you think or while you're typing, if you're typing something, just let me tell you that we have a community, a Spanish community on Discord. And of course, if you want to join that community, that's free. It's free to do so. So you can practice your Spanish. You can chat with others in Spanish and in English. You can ask more questions about Spanish. I'm part of that community as well. So if you want to join it, then you can click on the link that I have down below. It says Discord and then the link to that. Please read the rules before joining that community. It's very important. But it's for free. So feel free to join that community. Okay, I don't see any questions, so that's good. As I said before, it's very easy to construct Spanish sentences. Of course, they get more difficult. You can have more difficult, more complex sentences in Spanish. We can do that later. We can add adverbs and other things. We can have 2 different verbs in a sentence. We can have multiple nouns as well. Multiple adjectives, so it gets complicated, but today we just did something really basic, really simple, so you understand how sentences work in Spanish. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching until the end. That's great. If you liked this lesson, please give it a like. That helps me a lot. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and yeah, all the links are in the video description down below. KS says, aquí una idea, si quieres sitios como StreamYard, la gente puede hablar en vivo en YouTube. Really? Really, KS? That's a great idea. I'll check that out for sure. Thank you for sharing. That's it, guys. Buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. And well, I'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Adiós. Bye-bye.